Hello crochet friends, welcome back. We're working on our teddy bear. This is his head and we are starting with round 9 today. So we're going to get going. I've moved up my marker. We currently have 48 stitches on our work. At the end of round 9 we'll have 51. Okay, so we have a repeat again and it's single crochet the first 15 stitches. So enter your first stitch, yarn over and pull through, yarn over and pull through 2. That's 1 single crochet. Go into your next stitch, yarn over and pull through, yarn over and pull through 2. That's 2 single crochets. And this is 3, 4, 5, well, something, 6, go all the way until you have 15. Okay, this is number 15 for me, and then our next stitch is going to be our increase. So front loop, single crochet, okay, and then whole stitch, single crochet, just like we've been doing, okay, not changing it up too much here, and then we repeat. So this repeat is only 3 times as opposed to 6. We were doing all the other ones all the repeats 6 times. This is a 3-time repeat, so we did it once. We have 2 more to go because there's so many stitches. So now we go back to 15 single crochets. So there's 1 and 2. So do 15 single crochets and then an increase twice until you get back to your marker there, and I'll meet you there. Here we go. Okay, this is my last increase right here. Okay, there's 1 and go back into the whole stitch. All right, 2 and move up your marker. That's the end of round 9. There's 51 stitches on our work. We're going to move on to 10, and 10 is 16 single crochets and then an increase, okay? So not much different, right? We're going to do 16 single crochets. That's 1 and 2. It's not hard, right? We can do this. 3, just keeping track, right? That's all. Keeping track of our count and getting everybody all set on here. Just make sure you're moving up your marker each time and that you're keeping track of how many times you did your repeat, right? Okay, keep going until you have 16 single crochets. Okay, this is number 16, and then I'm going to do an increase. So front loop, only the front loop, front loop single crochet, there we go, and whole stitch single crochet. Okay, and we're going to repeat this 2 more times around, 16 single crochets and then an increase, just like we did with the last round. Take your time and try to get all your stitches as neat as possible. I know that it's a lot because we're going to have 54 by the time we're done here. So just take your time and it's okay, and just make sure they're nice and neat, okay? Not terribly taxing, it's just getting it all to look spectacular, right? All right, keep going with your single crochets until you have 16 and then an increase, and then repeat it 1 more time to get down there around to your marker. All right, here we go. Okay, this is single crochet 16. Gonna get a little more yarn. I'm gonna do my increase here. Front loop. It's a little tight, but it's okay. Here we go, got that. Whole stitch. There we go. Whew, got it. Sorry. Well, going along all great until that. There we go. Okay, move up your marker. So that's the end of 10. Now we have 54 stitches on our work. So we need to do up next is what I call bulk work. It's 11 through 18. So whole nice bunch of rows there, all just single crochets. all 54 stitches, all single crochets, and it's through 18. So you're going to do 18 also, but you're just going to truck along with all of these. The key to this is just making sure you keep track of the number of rounds that you've done. That's all. So it's going to make up a good portion of the head here. So it'll look really nice. I think you'll see a big difference once you get this portion done. And we meet up the next time we meet up after we get this done here, we will be starting to decrease. So it'll be making the other side of the circle, okay, for the head. Get your eyes ready. Also, next time we will be putting on the little eyes. If you're doing safety eyes, because you'll need to get those on before it starts to get too small on our work, right? So we'll need to have our eyes all set, and we'll be putting those on. I think we'll place those, I think it's between like rounds 14 and 15, but so we need to have this completed so we can see good exactly where we want to place those. But like I said, these are all single crochets for 11 through 18. Just keep track of the rounds that you've done, and what we'll do is we will just work this up here. When we meet up next time, we'll be done with 18, so we can start out straight out with 19, okay? So because this will take you a little bit of time, so just take your time with it. Just sit down when you have a good bulk of time and work on all these rounds, just single crochet. So, you know, just make it nice and neat, trying to make your stitches the same size, having the same tension. I tend to, when I do a bulk like this, I like to do it all at once. And I know that that might sound like, whew, a little daunting, but I do that because when I'm crocheting along like that, I feel like all my stitches stay the same. And if I do one round and I put it down and then I come back to it, my tension might not always be the same every time. So I feel like I get sometimes maybe smaller or bigger stitches. So when I have a bulk that I need to do on a project, I like to do it all at once. And that's just me, but you might want to consider it. So I just make sure I have a decent amount of time where I'm probably not going to have to put it down and have to, put it on hold for a little bit. But this way I can just get it all done and my stitches kind of stay the same because you're in the same rhythm. You know what I mean? You get that little groove kind of going on it. So food for thought, something to think about if you'd like to do that. So keep going with the head of your teddy bear here. Finish with these single crochets through round 18, and I'll meet up with you next time for round 19, and we'll get started on decreasing here. So just take your time, move up your marker, keep track of the number of rounds that you've completed, and I will see you next time. Thank you, and have a joyful day.